Hello, my dear all candidates. I am Navneet from Skydream, which is situated in Puchamandi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Firstly, subscribe my channel if you want to boost your score. Candidate, today I will make the video on the errors that can be noticed among the candidates while attempting their task 2. So let's go with the task 2. The introduction is about the task 2 is about some people warn that the era of silver screen is coming to an end and that people will lose the interest in going to cinema. Do you agree or disagree? The meaning of that is a projection screen can be noticed more and more in these days. That's why people love to watch the movies with the help of technological screens that can be noticed, and revolutionary change also has come just because of them, and the people do not want to go to cinema for watching the movie, and in the future the trend of going to cinema will decrease. So the essay is about the silver screen. Silver screen projection screen that can be implemented at home, that the trend of going to cinema will decrease. How? Because at home the atmosphere of cinema screen can be built up at home. That's why. So let's go with the introduction, and in the introduction the candidates has given some of the mistakes I will discuss. If there is no mistake, then you can also follow the way of writing. It is reckoned by some individuals that nowadays a high popularity is being taken by the projection screen. Owing to this, the interest of going to cinema is likely to be decreased. In the sense, the people think that the people will, some people won. It's about some people won. Here, the candidates can go with it is won by some people, not it is thought by some people or it is reckoned by some people, because there is a lot of difference between the warning and reckon or think or thought also. So here there is a little bit mistake. It is worn by some individuals that nowadays high popularity is being taken by the projection screen. Owing to this, the interest of going to cinema is likely to be decreased. This is also one of the great error. How? The things which increase or decrease according to the present scenario and according to the way of scenario that can be noticed due to the revolutionary change just because of technology. So these type of trend automatically decrease and increase. These are not depend on it. So depend of these type of structures are not depend on anything. That's why we cannot go with passive tense. We have to go with the present tense. Likely to decrease only, not decreased. I agree with this statement and my viewpoints are being discussed in subsequent paragraphs. So next point is about the agree section, that the way of going to cinema and the trend of going to cinema may decrease. The candidates have gone these points. So let's go with the first point. There are numerous reasons which I would like to consider for substantiating my arguments. The primary factor that hectic schedule can be noticed among the people, not only academically but also personally as well as professionally. So due to this, due to the lack of time, they are not able to go to cinema halls. So that is why by sitting the motion picture at home, they can entertainment themselves. Can ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੀ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ? Verb the first form. Not go with the noun section. This is a noun section. So you cannot go with it. You have to go with they can entertain themselves and they can rejuvenate their tired mind from the monotonous of daily hectic schedule. In this way, they can get the mental satisfaction by watching the movie on projection screens. Subsequently, I am more inclined towards the view that silver screen can provide a comfortable and convenient environment because people easily exhausted in cinema. We should not compare the cinema with the silver screen. We should say that little bit point you should add that in your essay. Do not give the strong opinion. Like comfortable and convenient environment can be noticed at home when we sit and go with the silver screen or projection screen also, because here we can lay out on the bed and here we can sit any motion in which we want. You should not go with the people easily exhausted in cinema hall. Exhaustion term cannot be noticed in the cinema hall. That's why it is not perfect point. As there is a great crowd, it is also informal writing. You should not go with these silly points. By sitting the projection screen at home, they can sit any type. Here the explanation of point, the point was about little bit portion and the explanation is about, and the result section has gone at the last. Like when you give your answers in speaking and when you explain the point in writing, firstly you should go with point, then next point you should go with the consequent section. Because when you explain your point and then after that you explain about the results, then definitely you go with good marks. Otherwise, if you show the point in the first and result after the giving some of the examples and after explanation of silly points and extra information, it is not good. Firstly, we should mention and justify that point, then after that you should go with the result of any angle which they want. They can entertain themselves. This is a repetition, because in the cinema hall this is one of the comparison with the cinema hall. These are silly points. In this way you can deduct your score. Don't go with it. Like you can entertain themselves. They have to sit on the specific place in a chain, and not only this but also it is pocket friendly. This is one of the point. It is pocket friendly for the individuals because people need not to pay. This is grammatical error. As everyone know that the subject, need, not plus verb first form and object. This is a main point of need not. The candidates always go with it that in the section of need when we use the modal of need, here we have to go with the to and first form and object. But when we go to the need not concept, it is a helping verb. So here the helping verb is used, then after that we can use the first form of verb directly, not go with to. So this is one of the grammatical error. These are the structure that can be used by you while giving any type of suggestion to anyone. So this is a grammatical portion. Because some people need not to pay huge amount of money. This is also silly point. Comparison section and huge amount of money. Because projection screen is also not cheapest. That's why the point that we can explain that it is pocket friendly, so people need not pay more, just like this. You should explain but not justify clear in the clear section. You should go with that. It is pocket friendly. We need not pay more for watching anything on the screens because it is affordable. You should go with these words. They can enjoy movies with their family members. Like in the cinema hall, we can also go with our family, relatives and our friends also. So this is also a pointless point. After pondering a great deal of thoughts, I came to the conclusion that the silver screen are more popular and it seems to be increased. This is also one of the great error that can be noticed. While going to the task 1, the candidates always use with increase and decrease a helping verb. That is totally wrong. Because here the thing is increased and in the future it will be estimated that the thing will increase automatically, not by anything. Because in कोई भी person बता नहीं सकता, automatically things increased and decrease होगी, अपन ये नहीं कर सकते. In the coming scenario, because of busy routine and it provides, this is one of the also great error, because singular sense the candidates do not go with s or es. Here we should go with provides. Comfortable, convenient, environment, and it is. Here it is incomplete portion, and it is pocket friendly. So in this way, these were the errors that can be noticed on the notebooks of candidate. And in the task 1, the most important mistake and the most common mistake that can be noticed among the candidate is about, like, the assigned bar graph noticeably depicts the information about the proportion change in the share of international graduates in distinct Canadian universities between 2021 and 2026. Overall, it is clearly seen that increasing trend. When we use the adverb section, here you have to go adverb section while making your sentence in the starting or in the middle of the term. Here you have to go with commas. So punctuation is also equally important. Seen that increasing trend has been witnessed in the percentage of overseas students throughout the time period. Having a keen glance at the bar graph, it is manifested that in 2021, almost 7% international candidates can be noticed. The survey was about past. So here the modal is used as an estimation section. So that is totally wrong. Here you have to go with present perfect tense or past passive tense, simple past tense. You have to go with second form, was verb third form with object also. And after 5 years it was decreased. That is also a common mistake, because as I mentioned earlier that the things that increase or decrease, they automatically increase or decrease. We cannot go with passive tense. Here it increased, not go with this. And again the error difference of 8% can be recorded. This is one of the also a biggest error. So these are the grammatical errors which always deduct the score of candidate. Please candidates, be conscious about these errors. By watching the video, you always realize that the mistakes which are committed by you commonly, that are always barrier in between for your bands when you want to get the 7+, 8+ band score. So cure your mistakes and clear and overcome your all mistakes grammatically. In this way you can boost your score. Hope that properly समझ आया होगा. Anyone has any kind of doubt related to the grammatical section, related to structure of anything, comment on my video so that I can upload the videos on the behalf of your queries. Thank you so much.